No.
Good. Just let that linger, because I wasn't sure how long this one was going to go on.
She's gonna pop like a balloon.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard to keep it together.
It's not working.
I know.
Anyway.
Hi.
Anyway. This is Coffee at the Matinee. I'm Casey.
I'm Missy.
And Dave.
And Dave again, because Dave always says his name twice.
And Dave.
Great.
That's now 3 times. Oh
Yes.
God.
Anyway. It hasn't been 27 years, but we're going to talk about It Chapter 2 today.
We're not even 27. You're past 27.
It's gonna be 32.
Thanks. Cool.
Yes, so
Anyway.
yeah, okay. Alright.
I'm trying to keep us on track.
I'm sorry.
Fuck y'all.
I'm on track. We have a bunch of notes. Like, we all recently saw It Chapter 2.
Right.
Casey saw it on Wednesday. I saw it on Friday. And I don't know when Dave saw it.
I saw it before both of y'all. I saw
shit.
it on Tuesday.
Okay, cool. So then we all saw it within the past week. And I have a shit ton of notes.
Alright, so before we get into shitting on it,
Okay.
what did we like?
I have to read through my notes.
I like the fact that I was able to watch it.
Because it wasn't scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave doesn't do scary movies.
But there was a lot of jump scares.
There was
There-
more than the
yeah.
first
Or
one.
way more than the first one.
I didn't like that, though. But we're talking about things that we liked.
Yeah.
So,
The only jump scare not jump scare, but scary part that I couldn't really watch was
That's right,
the
yeah.
old lady.
That was,
Really?
I have a weird phobia because I lived with my grandma who has Alzheimer's. I've lived with this irrational fear that one day she'll wake up and start speaking Spanish.
oh.
It's irrational. There's no reason
Yeah,
for
that's okay. All right.
it. So the old lady was like, "Nope, too real,
that
too
was-
real."
That was one of my favorite scenes, despite having seen it previously in like a trailer.
Yeah,
It was
I
great.
watched that with you.
It was pretty
in the
great.
trailer.
And then like the reveal for the old lady creature, I really liked. Was pretty great. With all the mouths and the neck.
Yeah, that was
was
cool.
great.
I'll take your
That
word
was
for
cool.
it.
It was disgusting. It was one of the better designed monsters.
Well, the best part of that scene with Bev going back to the apartment was not the old lady for me at all. I didn't really like her, but I
You got to see Bill Skarsgård.
I got to see him. But
Yeah.
he didn't look totally like him. Like, he looked like Bev's dad a little bit, too.
Well, he was supposed to be Robert Gray.
Robert Gray.
Right, Pennywise.
Oh, okay,
Which is
whatever.
like Pennywise's fake human alter ego.
Well, I liked when he put the makeup on
Mhm.
and all of that. I thought that was really well done.
Yeah.
That was alright.
I really
enjoyed
liked
it,
that.
too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the old lady scene more because it stops, like the trailer stopped right before you saw the monster.
Yeah.
But even then, just like old lady in the background was great.
Yeah.
She made me laugh.
It was great and creepy.
No, the type of creepy that is actually creepy won't make you laugh. Unless it's extremely uncomfortable, and it
didn't make
wasn't.
It was a naked old lady wandering
Go
around
like
the back.
this.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like, I don't know, I don't like that. But, what did you
Yes.
think on the ending?
Creepy old lady.
I was fine with the ending.
Yeah.
I thought it was, for an otherwise unadaptable ending,
Mhm.
it was a good ending.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
did the ritual nicely.
Dave?
Yeah, I agree. The entire idea of biting each other's tongues and telling jokes.
In a purely metaphysical sense.
Yeah, like it wouldn't translate at all to film.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
So, in the book,
Okay.
Yeah.
the ritual of Chud is like a psychic battle of wills
Mhm.
in which the participants bite down on each other's tongues and try and tell jokes. Which in a way sets Richie up as like the hero, which he does end up being,
Yeah.
which is great. But yeah, it's purely a battle of wills. So a human up against an eternal thing.
That sounds really stupid.
It was written by Stephen King, whose co-author was just like tons of cocaine. So yeah,
Which,
so much cocaine.
on that same note, cocaine.
Oh, God.
That you could see it kind of bleeding through into the movie a little bit.
Yeah,
Which I thought was
because
fantastic.
they adapted a lot of really wacky shit from the book.
Yeah.
Which they did it pretty well for the most part, and I think the actors did a really good job. I was not happy.
For the most part, I'll say yeah.
well, I wasn't happy with who they picked before I saw the movie. Like, when it was first coming out, like, oh, this person's going to play this person. I was not happy with the selection. And afterwards, I think they all did a really good job. So I liked them. And I had another...
The only one that felt out of place for me was McAvoy.
Yeah.
Who?
James McAvoy.
The one who played Bill.
Bill, yeah.
Oh, really?
He's the only one that felt out of place.
Really? I didn't even
everybody
think he
else
did
a pretty great job. I think Jessica Chastain probably was the best out of the group.
Yeah, they had her actually picked out before chapter 1 was even shooting.
Oh, that's cool.
A lot of these actors they had picked out before they started shooting and casting for chapter 1, which is what kind of guided them in their choice in the kids who they casted, because they know they would be able to age them up properly with these actors.
But so I guess real quick, that's like one of my biggest gripes is the inclusion of the kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Besides the fact that they de-aged them and like compressed and sped up their voices to mask puberty.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I didn't notice either.
Yeah, I didn't pay
And then
attention
just
to
like
that.
it felt so shoved in, like they were just trying to fill time by adding in stuff with the kids.
Yeah.
I don't think they were trying to fill time. It felt like they were... Will you shut the fuck up? Oh my god.
I've said nothing.
You're nodding at me.
I haven't said anything.
You're nodding at me, though. Like, I'm telling you my opinion, and you're telling me no.
Right, because your opinion's wrong.
Oh my god. No, I don't think it was the filler of time. I think it was trying to make sense of things that they didn't have time to explain in the first one. And so they had to go back and be like, oh, well, here, this happened.
Like a weird retcon.
Yeah, I didn't not like it, but I didn't love it either. But I liked the ending, which is fucking shocking, because I hate all endings.
Well, it had geese in it. And that's all you needed.
It did. Well, Casey had texted me saying that I would like the ending, and so automatically I was like, all right, I'm probably going to hate it. And I really did like it. I have notes on it. I said I was happy that Beverly got together with Ben. Like, that just made sense to me, and I thought it was a cute little ending. It had nostalgia in it. I loved it when they went to jump off of the cliff. I thought that was perfect, although it would have been better if they had all been in their underwear, but literally that's just me being a perv. That's what I wrote down. Yeah. But it just would have made sense.
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Like, for the security's sake, yeah.
Yeah, and also, like, symbolically, too. Like, stripping down, they've all been physically stripped, and then...
Yeah, very
this
vulnerable after that.
And also, like, they're covered in wounds and cuts, and they're jumping into shitty water like that.
I don't think they care at this point.
No, because Eddie wasn't there because he was dead.
Oh,
yeah.
Spoilers.
Well, it's Coffee at the Matinee. We always do spoilers. Hang on, though. I had another point that I wanted to bring up. With the acting.
Are we still on things we like?
Yes.
Okay.
So with the acting, whatever actor it was who played Richie.
Richie? That was Bill Hader.
Yeah, Bill Hader.
Sure. He did a fantastic job with Eddie. Just being so upset after that. Like, he actually almost made me cry, which was shocking.
Decently done. And I liked Richie being closeted. I thought that was an interesting little bit.
I thought they just kind of fucking threw that in there.
They did.
They kind of did. Yeah.
They absolutely did.
That had nothing for me.
Because they revamped Eddie's character from being the head of a chauffeur company to being a risk analyst. Richie went from being a shock jock radio DJ to being a comedian.
A stand-up, literally Bill Hader.
Yeah, just being Bill Hader. So it's just things that they've adapted, and I think that worked really well for him because he was like the only bachelor type character from the book.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
And it was fine. I mean, I wasn't against it.
Yeah.
It was just kind of
he
like
didn't steal
random.
the show. Bill Hader didn't steal the show for me. Like so many reviews were crying about.
I haven't read any reviews on purpose.
Yeah.
I read a few.
Yeah, everyone blended well together, surprisingly.
Yeah. Pennywise just stood out again. He was the best part.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård is amazing.
I agree, Dave. I will say, though, that I really was not thrilled with him in this movie, which is shocking.
Really?
I don't think it was Bill. I think it was the character.
I thought he was better than the first one.
I just don't like...
The bleacher scene was awesome.
That was really good. That I really,
awesome.
really liked.
It's terrifying.
He bit so many little kids' heads off.
Yeah.
I like that he had more dialogue.
Yeah.
Like, that was nice, but... who's the director?
Oh, Andy Muschietti?
Yeah. Okay, I don't like him. Yeah, Andy Spaghetti. So I didn't like his version of Pennywise overall because he tried so hard to make him creepy. instead of legitimately scary. And
I think
there was
Pennywise is creepy.
Yeah.
But in the original, he was more scary.
No, he's creepy.
He was more scary.
He was 100% creepy. Like,
Oh
he's
my
just
God.
hanging out in the graves he's digging for them.
Yeah.
The whole scene in the library where he's fucking with Mike.
I'm not saying he's not creepy, but that wasn't, like, all of him. He was also scary. He also had that element of suspense, whereas Skarsgård's Pennywise does not.
That's the director, because the
Right.
director doesn't know how to do mood.
Right, that's what I'm saying, though, and you're like, no. Like, I don't like his version of it, and especially because his voice is just so high-pitched
It's great.
that it became really annoying to me after a while. Especially at the end when he just reiterated the whole consumer of worlds. And I'm like, dude, your voice right now is not doing it for me at all.
It's funny you picked up on that high-pitched voice, but not for the little kids.
Well, I was paying more attention to Pennywise's character because I legitimately had no idea how the ending was to this.
Okay.
So this was like brand new territory for me.
I liked the spider a lot. I was happy with that.
I did too.
It's a step up from the miniseries,
Well, no
Yeah.
shit.
and I liked it better than the books version.
Yeah.
Because in the
Really?
book, it's just a big spider.
Okay.
It's like
literally
the
just a
TV
big Black
series.
Widow.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of impressive then that you liked it in the movie more than the book.
It made a little bit more sense.
Okay. So I have some thoughts about the spider. So this is something extremely picky of me. Yeah, a little bit. So did you guys notice that when he was in his spider form, one, his head was way too fucking big, and I know his head was supposed to be big, and it's bigger in this version of Pennywise, I get that. But I didn't like it, it just looked way too big. And then the other thing was, Bill Skarsgård's legs were just so open, and I was really not digging it. I was really annoyed.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know this is like so little. It's whatever, but like he has all his spider legs, right?
Yeah.
And then he had like person legs, like his
Oh,
actual
his
legs.
dingly dang.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Right.
They were just
Because, like, the spider's wearing the clown.
Yeah.
they were just fucking open and out there. And
Wait.
it was like you do not look terrifying in that way with your legs open like that. It's a real little thing. I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's nitpicky even for me.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be nitpicky because I went into the movie theater being like, this movie is gonna rock my fucking world, and I'm so excited, and it did not.
No.
No, it did not.
It's not going to rock anybody's world.
Yeah, but I was so
Maybe
excited after the
Pennywise is-
first one. I loved the first one.
I like the first one a lot, but this was, I don't know.
No, but I had high expectations, and they were not met.
That's your first mistake.
Keep
I'm
them
allowed
low.
to have high expectations.
You are, but don't
Yeah.
do it, because
But I
it
should.
never ends well.
Whatever.
Exhibit A.
Like, even when... Okay, so even when Pennywise had, like... He fell back into whatever that thing was. Help me out. That, like, weird spiky, like, cage thing.
Oh, the crash site.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when he fell back into that,
Mhm.
Bill Skarsgård's legs were just open.
Okay.
I
But, like,
didn't like it.
they were just completely vestigial. They weren't, like, real legs.
But I
Yeah.
don't care.
Well,
because it didn't look good. It looked dumb. It did not look terrifying.
To tell the truth, I don't even remember the legs.
No, I don't remember either.
I don't think you would unless you were paying attention to it, like
could,
I was.
It could also have been like their way, the director's way of representing that Pennywise is just kind of like a puppet
Right.
for this
yeah,
spider thing.
And then the spider thing wasn't even, like, the real thing. Like, the deadlights are the...
Yeah,
the
it's the
true
real
form.
thing.
Mm.
So it was
Like
like
I said,
I'm
it's
a
me just
puppet.
being picky.
You were,
And I
that's,
like
that's
that,
insanely picky.
I know it is. That's the
Jesus.
pickiest I'll get.
Bullshit.
But I actually had a lot of issues with the story, not like the movie production of it or the acting or anything. It's the actual story that I was annoyed about.
Okay.
So, for example,
I guess we're moving into stuff we didn't like.
I'll just interrupt someone.
yeah. So, things that I didn't like based on the book, and you can correct me if like they changed it for the movie or anything, because I don't know.